Can we talk for a moment? Just you and me. No judgment here, no labels, no filters. I want to talk about something real, something deeply important, something we don't discuss nearly enough. Let's try to change that, starting now. I want to talk about mental health. Mental health awareness, to be exact. You've heard these words before, they float around us. But what do they really mean? In your world, in your day-to-day? Does it feel like a distant concept? Or something that sits closer to your heart? Let's explore that feeling, honestly. No right or wrong answers. Today, let's break the silence. Or at least let's try. It's not just for ourselves. Though our own peace matters, it's for our families, our friends, our communities. This touches every single life. It's time to shine a light. Let's speak up with gentle courage. Together we can make a change. When we don't talk about mental health, we often suffer in deep silence. And that silence, it isn't peaceful. It's heavy. So very isolating. It can truly crush our spirits. In dark times, silence can be deadly. This isn't to cause any fear. It's a stark truth we must face. Silence builds walls, not helpful bridges. It stops us finding needed support. So, let's lean into this. Let's make this space safe, where vulnerability is okay, not a weakness to hide, but part of being human. Imagine talking about our minds, as normal as discussing the day, or everyday plans we make. It sounds simple, right? Let's make it a reality. The truth is, mental health isn't rare. Not a distant niche concern, not just for other people. It's vital to everyone's life, like our physical well-being. We all have mental health. It changes. It ebbs and flows. Sometimes strong, other times we struggle. This is completely normal. It's just part of being alive. Through this conversation, remember this, you are not alone in this. Whatever you are feeling now, whatever you have been through, someone else has felt it too. This isn't about finding blame or pointing any fingers. It's about growing understanding, fostering true compassion, and offering heartfelt support. We will explore why this matters. Now, more than ever it does. We'll look at hidden battles, struggles many fight in silence, and why we often choose quiet over the courage to speak out. We'll see how we can change, shift to openness, real support. It's about recognizing signs, understanding, empowering us all. Let's be truly honest with each other. Mental health isn't always visible. It doesn't often announce its presence, like a broken arm in a cast or a cough that rattles a room. So many struggles are hidden, deep beneath a practiced surface. You can look perfectly fine outside, while inside you feel shattered. A quiet internal fragmentation. It's a mask we often learn to wear. A smile painted on with care. A cheerful voice, light and easy, while just beneath a storm might rage. Or a vast, hollow emptiness echoes. This is the core of the invisible struggle. So incredibly common in our lives, yet so deeply hidden from plain view. It takes immense courage to peek behind it, both for ourselves and for others too. This invisibility is a heavy burden. It can make us feel utterly alone, as if no one else could understand. The battle waged within our minds, the world sees one version of us, the version we allowed them to see. But the unshared reality can be isolating. A secret landscape only we navigate. This loneliness can deepen the shadows, making the path forward seem harder. Know that you are not an exception. If this sounds like your own story, so many people walk this path, wearing their own carefully crafted masks. They navigate their days with unseen weights. The colleague who always seems so strong, the friend who is the life of the party, the parent who juggles everything perfectly. Behind the curtain, the story can be different. This shared experience is why we must talk. Maybe you've felt some of these whispers, those quiet signs from deep within, like waking up incredibly tired, even after 8, 9, or 10 hours of sleep, an exhaustion that settles in your bones, a weariness that coffee cannot touch. It's more than just physical tiredness. It's a soul-deep fatigue that lingers, a signal that something needs attention, a gentle nudge towards self-compassion, or perhaps you felt that strange paradox, feeling utterly alone in a crowded room, surrounded by voices, laughter, people, yet an invisible wall stands between, a sense of disconnection so profound. It's like watching life from behind glass. You are there but not truly part of it. This ache of loneliness is very real. It's a yearning for genuine connection, a call to find where you truly belong. And then there's the public smile, the one reserved for the outside world, the brave face we present each day, while in private tears might fall freely, a silent release of pent-up emotion. This duality can be so draining. Living two lives, the seen and unseen, the constant effort to maintain the facade, while longing for a space to be vulnerable, to be accepted, tears and all. These feelings are not signs of weakness. They are not something to be ashamed of. They are human responses to internal pain. They are like quiet alarm bells, signaling that your inner world needs care. Mental health awareness helps us listen, to recognize these whispers for what they are, not failures but important messages, guiding us towards healing and support. It's okay to hear them and to respond. This invisible struggle is vast. It's so much more than just depression or the familiar hum of anxiety, though those experiences are deeply valid and affect so many precious lives. But honestly, the landscape of mental health is wider, more nuanced, more varied than we think. It encompasses a whole spectrum of challenges, many of which go unnamed, unacknowledged. But they are felt just as intensely. Think about the crushing weight of stress, the kind that grinds you down daily, or the slow burn of complete burnout when your inner resources feel depleted, leaving you feeling empty and cynical. These are not character flaws to overcome. They are often responses to our environments, to overwhelming demands and pressures. Recognizing them is the first crucial step towards finding balance and restoration. Consider the deep impact of trauma, experiences that leave lasting echoes, shaping how we see the world and ourselves, or the profound, disorienting journey of grief, the pain of loss in its many forms. These are not struggles to simply get over. They are processes that require time, gentle understanding, and often support. They are integral parts of the human story, and honestly, they deserve our utmost respect. And beneath it all, so often, there's that relentless, unspoken pressure. The pressure to always be okay, to project an image of constant strength, of having it all figured out. Always. This expectation can be suffocating. It forces us to hide our vulnerabilities, when in reality, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be struggling, to be uncertain. True strength lies in acknowledging our truth. This is precisely why awareness matters, because these struggles are so often unseen, because the pain is carried inwardly. How many people are around you right now? At work, in your family, in your community, who might be fighting a silent battle? A battle you know nothing about. They wear a smile, they engage, they function, but underneath, they are barely holding on. This thought alone is profoundly moving. The numbers are likely higher than we imagine. So many hearts ache in private. So many minds race with worry. So many spirits feel incredibly weary. They navigate their days with this hidden load, fearing judgment, fearing misunderstanding, fearing they might burden others. This silence, born of fear and stigma, it isolates and it can truly harm. It prevents connection when it's needed most, and this is often the worst part. We frequently don't feel safe enough to talk about what's truly going on, to admit we're not coping well, to ask for the help we desperately need. The world can feel like an unsafe place for the raw, tender parts of ourselves, so we keep them locked away, hidden, believing it's better to suffer in silence than to risk vulnerability and rejection. Mental health awareness aims to change this. It strives to build that essential safety, to create spaces where honesty is welcomed, where vulnerability is met with compassion, not with platitudes or quick dismissals. It's about shifting the entire culture from one of silence and stoicism to one of openness and genuine support, so that no one has to feel alone in their invisible internal struggle. So, why do we often choose silence? Why do we keep these struggles locked inside? The answer so often is fear, a deep, quiet, pervasive fear. Fear of what others might think, fear of what they might say. This fear can be incredibly paralyzing. It wraps around our voices tightly, keeping our true feelings hidden, even when we are desperate to share. We imagine the worst kinds of reactions. We picture harsh words or looks of pity. Sometimes we fear outright dismissal. The fear of being judged is powerful. We worry about being labeled, called too sensitive or dramatic or perhaps weak or attention-seeking. These labels feel like heavy chains. They make us want to shrink away. So we build walls high and strong. Another layer of fear is misunderstanding. Our inner worlds can feel so complex, so deeply personal and tangled. How can we possibly put it into words? Words that someone else will truly grasp. We worry our explanations will fall short. Or worse, that our pain will be minimized. Oh, it's not that bad, they might say. Or you're just overthinking things. This kind of invalidation cuts deep. And then there's the fear of consequences. What if speaking our artistic and truth changes everything and not in a good way? We might worry about our jobs. Will we be seen as less capable? We might worry about our friendships. Will people pull away from us? These are not irrational fears. They are based on real possibilities. This fear adds yet another heavy lock. Maybe you've heard those familiar phrases, the ones that echo from our past or even from our present. Just be strong. You need to toughen up. Get over it. It could be worse. Others have it much harder than you. These words, sometimes meant to help, can actually shut people down completely. They don't build any real strength. Instead, they often build a wall of shame. These phrases carry an unspoken message. They imply your feelings are wrong or that you are somehow inadequate for not coping in the right way. They suggest weakness at a time when you are already feeling vulnerable. Shame tells you that you are the problem, that you are flawed for feeling this way. It makes you want to hide your struggles, to ensure no one sees this perceived flaw. This isn't just about individual comments. It's about a broader societal stigma, a quiet discomfort that surrounds mental health. This stigma creates an atmosphere where opening up feels incredibly risky, like you're breaking an unwritten rule. We learn often from a young age to keep our more difficult emotions hidden, to present a brave face to the world no matter what's happening inside us. This stigma can make us feel isolated, as if we are the only ones struggling in a world of capable people. We look around and everyone else seems to be handling life just fine. This comparison is a heavy weight. It makes reaching out for support feel like admitting a deep personal failure. So we stay quiet, fearing judgment, fearing we won't be understood or accepted. Over time, we can start to believe those harmful messages we've heard, the stigma we've felt so keenly. The silence can become internalized, a part of our own inner landscape. We start to tell ourselves these things. I should be stronger than this. I should be able to handle it alone. This inner critic can be so harsh, whispering that our struggles are our fault. But let's pause and think for a moment. We don't shame people for physical illness. No one tells someone with a broken bone to simply get over it or be stronger. We encourage them to see a doctor to get the help they clearly need. There's no shame in a cast or crutches. It's seen as a sensible response to injury. Why then do we treat the mind differently? Our emotional pain deserves the same care. This is where mental health awareness can truly change everything for us. It teaches us a vital, powerful truth. Asking for help is not weakness. It is an act of profound courage. It takes incredible strength to be vulnerable, to admit that you are not okay, to reach out, even when you're scared. This is not a sign of failing. It's a sign you're fighting for yourself. Remember, we are not broken machines. We are wonderfully complex human beings. And being human means experiencing the full, wide spectrum of emotions. This includes pain, struggle, and confusion. It is perfectly okay to need support. It is brave to seek understanding. Taking care of our mental health is vital, just as vital as caring for our bodies. Let's find the courage to speak our truth. Mental health awareness starts with you. Take a moment each day to ask, how am I really feeling? Go beyond fine. Name your emotions honestly without judgment. This simple check-in builds self-awareness and resilience. Make it as routine as brushing your teeth. Once you know your own feelings, reach out to others. Ask, are you okay? And truly listen. Share a bit of your own experience to open the door. These small, genuine conversations make mental health talk normal and safe. Sharing your mental health story takes courage, but it breaks stigma and helps others feel less alone. Share only what feels safe for you. Your honesty can inspire hope and encourage someone else to seek help. Healing thrives in community. When we connect and share our struggles, we realize we're not alone. Support from others brings strength and hope. Support is everywhere. Therapy, support groups, crisis lines, and online communities. Reaching out is a sign of strength. Help is always available. One honest conversation can change a life. Choose to listen, encourage, and connect. Together, we build a world where everyone belongs. It's okay not to be okay. You don't have to face struggles alone. Reaching out is brave. Choose hope, seek support, and be proud of every step forward. So, let's make a pact right here, right now. Let's break the silence once and for all, not just today, but every single day forward. Let's make mental health awareness a living thing, an active part of our everyday conversations, woven into the very fabric of our lives. Like we talk about the weather or our plans, let talking about our minds be just as natural. This is how we change the culture around us, one open, honest conversation at a time. How do we make this happen, you might ask? We talk about it openly and without shame. We ask the brave questions gently and with care. How are you really doing? And mean it. We share our truth when we feel ready. Our stories have power, more than we know. They build empathy, they foster connection. They show others they are not alone in this. Your voice, your experience, it truly matters. It can be a lifeline for someone else. Remember, you could be the very reason that someone else finally finds hope again. Your willingness to be open, to be vulnerable, could inspire them to seek their own healing. Or perhaps you could be the reason that you yourself finally start to truly heal. By speaking your truth, by seeking connection, you open the door to your own recovery. This journey is both personal and collective. We heal ourselves and we help heal others. So please, let's keep this vital conversation going. Let it ripple out from this moment onward. Drop a comment, share your thoughts, connect. Reach out if you need support or offer it. Become an active part of this growing movement. And most of all, please always remember, take care of your mind, your precious inner world, the way you care for everything else in your life. Because your mental health matters deeply. It truly, truly does more than words can say.